and welcome to the Talkies, where four filmmakers are talking about movies. I'm Kenny.
I'm Taylor.
I'm Dee.
And I'm Maddie.
And we have gathered here today to discuss the film from Yorgos Lanthimos, Kinds of Kindness.
That's right.
Yes.
It's a fact.
Yes, indeed.
It's been a few days since we've watched this, so it's not a super fresh take, but we've had a couple days to mull over what we experienced at the cinema. So why don't we jump right into our hot takes on the episode?
Let's do it.
Who'd like to lead us off?
On the
Anyone?
episode.
Hot take
I'll start.
on
Go.
Kinds of Kindness. Maddie.
Hot take. Clever. I liked it. I would watch it again. I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Yeah, I'm there with you. I would
Recommend
recommend it.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like it's really depends on who I'm talking to if I'd
Yeah.
recommend it or not. But
Cool.
I did like it.
Cool. How about you, D?
I would say, neat.
Ah, very good.
That's my hot take.
Honestly, that's not a very good thing from D. Knowing D, that's
Neat.
Neat isn't the best. Just
Neat.
saying. All right. How about you?
I liked it a lot. I've thoroughly enjoyed watching this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. I'd say I had a good time at the movies, but would not say that this was like part of what felt like a progression in his filmmaking. It almost kind of felt like
A regression?
It was a throwback.
Regression almost sounds like a negative thing.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
but literally from his filmmaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like it really felt like he was stretching into these new territories with his last two films, and this felt very much right in the wheelhouse of everything we had seen from Yorgos before that.
Right.
And so I did enjoy the movie. I would not say it's close to his best work.
Totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree.
I would agree too. It's definitely like it's not as good as Poor Things. It's like probably not as good as like The Lobster or Killing of a Sacred Deer, but it's on the
Or
it's
any of his movies.
I think it's probably better than Dogtooth.
I like Dogtooth better.
I like
actually.
Dogtooth. Well, really, I like all of his movies. So
Yeah,
it's not
okay.
really like a bad thing.
Right.
Yeah, that being said, I like all of his movies also. All of the ones that I've seen. I've liked them all. And this is still on that list
Yeah.
of liked movies.
This movie feels like an easy win.
Agreed.
Like he had all the pieces ready to go
Right.
already
Yeah.
because of Poor Things and just got something out real quick.
Yeah.
I
This-
feel like
I respect
this was
that.
him just having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Like I feel
Totally.
like this was
Letting
Yorgos
loose.
in his playground with some of his favorite actors,
Right.
and just kind of doing his thing. I almost want to like imagine a scenario where like it's the rap party for Poor Things, and he's sitting with Emma, and
He's like, hey, I got an idea for a movie.
yeah, and he's like,
let's go shoot one.
he's like, I have these shorts that have been in my head for a while, and if you guys aren't doing anything else, well, why don't we go make some movies?
That's what it feels
Yeah,
like.
That's kind of
I
what
think
it felt
does.
like.
I think that's like literally what happened pretty much.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know any of the background of what brought
Yeah.
this movie about, Tay?
Kenny and
Because
I were-
you're usually the person who has these insight.
I don't really know like the origin of the movie, but I can speak on the tone difference of this movie and Poor Things and The Favorite, because for this film he's reuniting with his older screenwriting what's it called?
Partner?
Yeah, partner, collaborator.
Oh.
So The Favorite and Poor Things were co-written by somebody else.
Interesting.
And the movies he made before then, The Lobster, Dogtooth, and Killing of a Sacred Deer, were written by, co-written by another guy
That's
who
funny.
came back for this movie.
Because
Interesting.
Yeah.
feels like it was directed, or like Poor Things and what was the other one?
The Favorite.
The Favorite. Yeah, it feels like those two were directed, like almost by different people.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I think the writing is just that big
that's
of a
crazy.
difference. Yeah.
That's interesting. That
Really
that
the
makes
Working with a
story.
different collaborator.
The story and the tone, I think, of both of them are so different.
Totally
Yeah.
different.
It does speak to his chops, though, that he has that kind of
that's
breadth.
right. That's what I was gonna say. Is that the fact that it wasn't directed by different people?
Yeah.
makes it seem like he's an even better filmmaker than I originally thought.
Yeah, totally. He's not
crazy.
one note.
Right.
Yeah, by the time I got to Killing of the Sacred Deer, I felt like I knew what the fingerprint of Yorgos looked like.
Right.
Like very distinctly.
And this is
Do you
that.
still?
Well, then Favorite came, and I was like,
Oh, yeah, right.
what is this? Is this like? It was shocking that it was the same filmmaker.
Yeah.
And then Poor Things, even more so. And so first, it was a little jarring just to be thrown back to something that felt so much in line with his older work.
Right.
And I think it's more than just writing.
Oh, for sure, it's a different
Because
tone.
it honestly has the same tone and aesthetic of all of his early films.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It really
It feels a lot like
resonates
Lobster.
through the whole film.
Yeah.
This could literally have happened in the same universe of Killing of the Sacred Deer.
It feels very similarly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's an impressive director.
Yeah.
This definitely didn't take anything away from that.
Right.
Also fair.
What are your thoughts about this as an anthology? Anthologies are weird. They're a little harder to analyze than one movie.
Okay,
'Cause-
I'm gonna need a definition of anthology.
Usually, anthology is used as a collection of shorts presented as a whole,
As one thing.
presentation of multiple shorts. Another more recent anthology that was sort of mainstream popular from a well-known filmmaker was the Coen brothers made the Ballad of Buster Scruggs,
Oh,
which was on Netflix.
Yeah.
It was a Western.
Which we covered on.
It was a collection
On
of
Coffee.
short Westerns that were all very cool and very good. They all felt very distinctly separate from each other,
Yeah.
but still all felt like they were Coen movies
Right.
at the same time.
okay.
So works, smaller works that are not really related that are all connected together.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And sometimes there's a thematic thread that kind of runs through all the shorts, but doesn't have to.
Yeah.
For me, this anthology felt a little unique because, to me, anyways, I felt like they all existed in the same universe.
Definitely same.
Even though we had actors playing different characters, it still felt like all of these could have been happening in the same place at the same time.
That's kind of why I asked. Because I want to know if that's true or not. Or if it matters.
Well, I don't know if there's even an answer to that. But that's how I sort of felt it. And I felt like the filmmaker was even suggesting it with the RMF character. There's not a strong tonal shift from movie to movie. There's not a strong aesthetic shift from
No.
movie to movie.
Yeah.
And so I tend to feel like these are meant to all kind of,
Exist
coalesce.
together.
yeah.
Yeah. The more I think about it, the more I think that's right.
Yeah.
I think about Kinds of Kindness, the title.
Yeah.
And I was trying like actively while I was watching the movie
Me
to
too.
think of different kinds of kindness and what they're doing.
Like, is it kind to run over somebody?
Right.
Like, because that's funny.
Well,
If that-
yeah, and that's what he does. It's funny because we walked out of the theater saying that this felt very much like Yorgos's disturbing comedy, right? That's what he does all the time.
Yeah.
And it was weird because I don't know if it was this one. I can't remember now. If we felt bad because we were laughing, was it this movie?
Well,
I didn't-
Pitch Black comedy is what
I
we
mean,
talked
did
about.
you
definitely
feel
had a
bad?
similar experience with Killing of the Sacred Deer
Yeah.
when
It's like spinning around with the shotgun.
yeah,
Hilarious.
was that Colin Farrell
Yeah.
who spins around in a circle with his blindfold on,
Yeah.
shooting at his family.
Yeah.
And it's like super dark and fucked up, but like really goofy looking at the same
Yeah, it's
time.
like
Right.
slapstick.
Yeah,
Right.
you can't help to like sort of laugh at the absurdity while at the same time feeling really disturbed.
Yeah.
And this movie did that really well.
Yeah, he's definitely proven to be kind of a master of dark comedy.
Yeah.
'Cause, like, it's super bleak, but also like I was laughing throughout the whole movie.
I laughed a lot.
Every
actually.
time in the
I did
third
too.
film,
Yeah.
the third story, every time Emma Stone peeled out, got a laugh out of
Oh,
it.
I know.
Seriously?
Every time.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
It was.
It was just a small thing that
Yeah,
I
such
agree.
a little character detail that's like so like kind of over the top.
Yeah,
Totally.
And just not realistic at
purple
all.
car.
Yeah, purple car that matches her outfit all the time.
Right.
And she's like, yeah, I'm pulling into this little hotel, but she's got to peel out like a stunt driver
Yeah.
every time
Yeah.
she parks somewhere.
Yes.
It's so funny. And then it does kind of end up leading to something because she crashes at the end.
Right.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Spoiler.
like the smash cut from Jesse Plemons' character in the second movie, asking his friends if, like, I'd feel better if we went and watched our video we made.
yes.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, I'd feel a little uncomfortable. I don't know. And he's
Just
like,
a minute.
oh,
Just a minute.
please. And they're like, okay. And then we smash cut to seeing them
Like hardcore
wife
fucking.
swap,
Yeah.
fucking
Like-
each other really
Like intense fucking.
extreme hardcore sex.
Right.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
Everyone in the audience was fucking losing.
I remember
Yeah.
the old lady in the row ahead of us.
Oh, dying.
Was
Yeah.
dying. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've thought about her too since then as well. I'm like,
Yeah.
I hope she's having a great day today.
the end of the third movie when Ruth died by getting smashed through the window.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was like hilarious.
It
because
was.
the whole time she's like doing everything she can to bring this girl with
It
her.
was going to redeem her. For
Yeah, it was
her,
going to redeem her.
you know.
Yeah, and just because of her reckless driving, just oops.
That moment kind of felt like. I think that's partially why I also wondered about that. Obviously, I wondered if they were all connected by more than just the funny RMF, whatever. But that was such a relief, like, and a release and an end to
Yeah.
like all three stories. I don't know why,
I can see
but
that.
I loved
yeah, I
that
feel that,
it
yeah.
just kind of tied it all together
Yeah,
somehow.
I can totally see that. Yeah.
And I don't know why. But I want to
I'm
know
not
more
sure.
about the kinds of kindness. Where are you going with this? You know?
Yeah, the reason why I say neat and nothing more is because they didn't feel thematically, what's the word?
Linked?
Cemented, I guess, in anything. It felt like we were having fun, like
Yeah.
Yorgos was having fun.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, this is a funny story, but there was really nothing that I learned coming out of the movie, which I don't have to, but I think, like, Poor Things made me go, oh, God.
Right. Yeah. I mean, Poor Things is definitely the better movie.
Right, right.
The movie that had more of a point to it.
That was the thing, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the point that I come away with, the message that I go, oh, yeah, that's what it, like.
It's just
that's
fundamentally at the core of what makes a short different from a feature.
I think I was going to say the same thing.
Because shorts tend to be about a single emotion often. It's like
Yeah.
one emotional experience.
Right.
Sometimes it's surprise, sometimes it's fear, sometimes it's gross out.
Yeah. Well, the third movie in here felt like it had like potential to almost be a feature. Like it was a pretty big story.
I almost
think.
Yeah.
got the vibe that these were all stories that Yorgos liked, that he didn't want or need to flesh out into a feature.
Totally,
And then
yeah.
was like, how do I put them together and make them all aesthetically vibe?
Which is what shorts are.
That's what this is.
Yeah.
Shorts are
Yeah,
like,
that's
I
it,
have
yeah, that's what
I
they
have
are,
a
yeah.
cool idea. Wouldn't it be neat to put this character in this weird situation?
Right.
And let's just experience that situation and just let that be that.
Let's
Yeah.
make
You
Willem
can
Dafoe.
do that if you're only asking 10 to 20 minutes of an audience.
Well, these are long
Long
films.
shorts.
They are,
Yeah.
yeah. I was surprised how long the third one went.
That was probably, I think that's
Right.
the longest
When the
one.
third one started, I was kind of expecting there would be 4.
Mm.
Yeah.
That one just kept going.
Yeah, that one was. That's what I'm saying. It was pretty complex. Like they had some pretty
A
deep
cult.
characters.
Yeah, that
There was a
one
whole
had,
world.
like,
Right.
That was like the most fleshed out
Yeah.
one. I feel like that
Yeah.
one had more of a point
Right.
than the other ones.
Yeah, the other ones were definitely shorts.
Yeah.
The middle, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the most.
That one,
That was the most short.
That was
yeah.
the kind of the thinnest, and also sort of like really left to the interpretation of the audience.
Right.
Yep.
Which a lot
So
of
wait,
shorts
so
do as well.
Remind me which one was the second and which one was the first.
Second was the one that had the cannibalism
Okay.
angle, the wife who disappeared,
Yeah.
right, and the doppelganger kind of fake out. I don't know. if-
Right. And then what was the first one?
The first one was the one where he was working for Defoe, and he was
That's
supposed
right.
to
Okay.
do the car accident.
Yeah.
And he wimped out.
That felt like the weakest one to me.
That's
we
funny.
started
That's
out
my
in the-
favorite of
Is it
the
really?
3. Yeah,
Oh,
that
that's
was my
interesting.
favorite. I
Why-
loved the first one the most.
Why would you say so?
Well, why did I like it the most?
Yeah.
I haven't thought about that other than I just felt more, I guess. That's just what I just felt real identification with the character.
Totally.
That bit where he got very desperate for the approval
Yeah.
of his whatever the fuck Defoe was
Boss
in that.
person.
Some
Dom.
sort of
Boss
some
dom.
sort of dom. Yeah, that was
And
crazy.
after kidnapping and murdering the guy and being the big like twist to me was that after he kidnapped the guy from the hospital and ran him over with his car 2 times.
Yeah.
That was exactly what Defoe wanted, and he was welcomed back with open arms.
And
That
like
was- yeah.
And the
spooning.
movie ended with them all cuddling each other.
Yeah.
Like I
Oh,
was like,
three-way.
what?
Yeah,
You
that
know?
was wild. Yeah.
Like to me, that one felt like just a very strong on its own short.
yeah.
You know,
That's fair.
I loved the second one quite a lot.
I think that might have been my favorite.
I
dessert
liked
sign.
the third the best.
Yeah.
hey, look at us.
We're all
Hey,
different.
We're so
all different.
diverse. Oh my god.
I
I want to hear how you two, who like the second the best,
Yeah.
interpret the second one.
Yeah.
Because Dee and I on our drive home, we realized we saw the end differently.
right.
To where I saw Jesse Plemons' character as having kind of like seen through this faker evil doppelganger's ways and knew that his real wife would be coming home soon. And you seem to think that no, that didn't actually happen.
Right. Yeah. That was my interpretation. I really liked my reading of it, which was that he just imagined her coming in, because that was like that was what he'd been working up to. Like the whole time he's saying that you're an imposter. There's someone else here. And when he killed her was the only time that she appeared. That was my first clue. What I was
Same.
thinking.
But you think he killed her as
Oh, yeah.
opposed to...
Oh, no. Okay, well, she killed herself, maybe.
Right. So
Yeah.
you think his real wife was like, yes, I'll cut out my liver for you?
I don't know what happened, but I imagine,
I had the same interpretation.
yeah, I imagine she died somehow.
That's
Whether-
some mother level shit.
Yeah, well, whether it was her or him, I like the idea that she died, and then the person who came through the door was a figment of his imagination. That's
Sure.
what I was
Yep.
thinking. But also because they were wearing the same clothes also. The same exact clothing.
The two...
Yeah,
Yeah.
the two wives. Yeah.
Well,
Two Emmas.
Yeah, I thought it was just pretty much a descent into madness for him.
That's what it felt like to me. I like that descent into madness.
Dude, I really love the part where he shot the guy in the hand.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he started licking it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
so
that was
weird.
so crazy.
that
yeah.
was crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
Kind
was
of awesome, though. Got
Yeah.
me thinking about
yeah,
it.
no,
Can't
yeah.
believe
It felt like Aronofsky mother level.
No, yeah,
crazy.
That's
awesome.
what I liked about it.
Yeah.
with me, when it comes to when movies become really interpretive and surreal, I tend to initially read things very literally. So what is on screen is what is happening.
Yeah.
I don't really latch on to
Any symbolism.
any symbolism or things that are like beyond that, or try to like take a leap and say, oh, it's not this or that.
Yeah.
I take it at face value.
So you saw Jesse won.
Yes, I was like, oh, right. See, I knew he was right.
That's how
this
I
whole
saw it,
time,
too.
Yeah.
Really?
Which
He wasn't crazy.
Yeah.
He didn't eat the thumb. He knew she was a fucking pod person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like it's
She's a
so
pod person.
that
Yeah.
one is so very much open to interpretation. So I would just let it happen.
Yeah.
and just kind of take it at face value. And I think with shorts, actually, I think the unifying theme of all three of them that I took away was that maybe all three of them are about happiness and trying to obtain happiness.
Oh,
Because-
that's interesting.
You know, in the first one, he's desperate for approval, and
Yeah.
he thinks he's going to be happy when he's free, and then he's free and is extremely depressed.
Right.
And then, obviously, then the second one is he's trying to be happy with somebody who he doesn't know, and she is trying to everything she can to please her husband. A search for happiness there, and I think the same thing with Emma Stone in the third one is a belonging to a community
Totally that one.
and a search for happiness through that.
Totally.
Yeah. I really, really liked Emma's character in the third one.
Yeah.
Her arc of like trying to please the cult so much was so interesting to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
I also like that. I believe there were some intentional echoes in between the films of certain themes and imagery.
No.
Such as in the first film, you have Jesse's character kicking the wall to break his toe to get the attention of the girl.
I noticed that.
That was
yeah,
so
they had-
funny.
In the third film, you have Emma's character cutting the dog to get the attention of the veterinarian.
Right.
And in both cases, and then in the second film and the third film, you have big blood stains on pieces of fabric, and
Sure.
So there seemed to be thematic echoes, I would call them,
Totally,
that
yeah.
kind of went across all three.
I could see that. Yeah.
I was thinking about, again, the process. I'm I'm interested in at what point did Yorgos have the idea for the first film and the second one and the third one? At what point did he decide to put them all together?
Yeah.
And at what point after that did he decide to add the echoes?
So
And for what reasons? That's kind of what I'm...
to point out. Sorry to cut you off there. I wanted to point out Buster Scruggs was a collection of short films from Joel and Ethan Coen, who had what was it, like a dresser full?
Yeah, that's what they always said. It was
Oh.
Yeah.
They had a drawer.
Yeah, they had a drawer, and they had these over years, just ideas that just came to them.
Just shoving it in a drawer.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they just put it in the drawer. And so it's very apparent when you watch it because they're not really thematically tied together a whole lot, loosely maybe.
The only theme is that they're all westerns.
Yeah, pretty much.
Some of them have even wildly different tones.
Right. Yeah, they almost feel like they're directed. by
Dude, the
different
one
people.
with Dudley from Harry Potter
Oh yeah.
was the best. I love that one.
Which one was that?
The guy that played
with
Dudley in
Liam
Harry Potter,
Neeson.
he
I
has
don't
a
know his
role.
name.
Oh,
That's dope.
that one was crazy.
He plays a guy with no arms and legs.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like a sidecar attraction.
Yeah.
Liam
That was-
Liam Neeson plays a guy who carries around this legless, armless guy
Wow.
who recites Shakespeare
Really?
as a sideshow
Yeah.
entertainment for hobo towns across the West.
Fascinating.
And then
Yeah, this sounds like the same
It's
thing
great.
as this movie.
Yeah.
it's great.
It's great. It's really good. Yeah.
Oh, and Dudley kills it. He's really good.
Huh.
Yeah.
I call him Dudley.
But this is
It's
not.
not his name.
Buster
It works.
This is not Buster
episodes.
Scruggs. Yeah.
We've already covered
So-
that movie. Link in the
description?
Smash that like button
How
below.
about, how about right here? There we go.
Oh, there's the link.
There's the link.
to our Buster Scruggs.
Is it
Other
not
than-
there though?
No. No, I was just pointing to that.
Yeah, we never add the stuff we say is there ever. We don't do that.
The reason why I brought that up was because it's different. What were you saying now about kinds of kindness and the
Process.
Oh, you wanted the process, right? Yeah. So the process, I feel like you said, Kenny, with where he kind of thought, hey, everyone's here, let's go shoot some shorts. I feel like that's kind of what happened. You know,
Yeah, and you know what? It doesn't have to be that deep. You know.
it doesn't have to be. And no, these were definitely light for in content.
Yeah.
You know, so
It's it's like practicing. You know.
It
Yeah.
really
You
it
ha-
felt that way
Yeah,
too.
you have
It did,
all
yeah.
the pieces and you have the resources to do it. You know, why not just do it?
Yeah.
If you have some
Sure.
downtime.
And
in
I think
between
that's
movies.
awesome. I think
Yeah.
that's awesome and sounds fun and good for him. If I would make one criticism about this piece we watched, it's a totally unfair criticism. It's
Well, what
that
the fuck?
I'm just going to be unfair, okay? And it's that after having gone from Killing of the Sacred Deer to the favorite to Poor Things,
Oh, I know, yeah.
and then finding out what the fuck, there's another Yorgos movie coming out in just 3 months. Oh my god! And so my hype goes through the roof because I feel like I'm seeing the birth of the greatest filmmaker to ever live, and I'm ready to see Poor Things transcended.
right.
Yeah.
And this wasn't that.
No.
And it's
Yeah.
okay that it's not that, but I definitely went in wanting that.
I
that
Wanting
is
more.
so unfair.
It is unfair, and I apologize to you, Yorgos.
I knew this one was going to be understated,
Well, good for you.
and that's very fair.
You're
I'm being
very
very
fair.
fair.
That's fair of you. Congrats.
You're very fair, Taylor.
Thank you. Thank you.
We've always called you Fair Taylor.
Thank you. That's why.
Yeah.
I know you have.
If
Yep.
we want to stroke his ego more, we could even say props to him for coming off of a big win of Poor Things and hitting a softball.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like
That is kind of cool. It's kind of badass, actually, right?
there's
kind of
no
is.
way that I would have done the same thing. My
Yeah.
ego would have been through the roof, and
Yeah,
I would
and
have
it's
wanted to do
now
something
my
crazy.
next movie has
True.
to
Yeah.
be
It has to be
Yeah.
even
more.
better.
Yeah.
Explosions
crazier,
and
weirder.
shit. Yeah.
Think about the way Nolan makes movies, right?
Yeah. That's what I think
Everything's
of.
Bigger. Everything's bigger.
Right.
He's like, you know what? I just need a weird one.
Well, that's I think what he did with that one that was stupid and it went through time.
Tenet?
Yes,
That was just for
movie's
him
a piece
to.
of garbage.
he could.
I hated that movie.
Yorgos could have tenet-ed, and he didn't.
Ah,
yeah.
yes. That is correct.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
His
Yeah.
next one will be Tenet.
No, fuck you.
Maybe it's cool for a filmmaker just to make movies for fun sometimes.
I don't know about that.
You know what I mean?
I don't know about that.
crazy.
That's
Yeah,
because that's what I feel like we see here. I think Yorgos was like, this is just what I want to do for me. And
No, it definitely
I don't
felt
think
that
there's
way.
enough of that.
Dude, that's
Yeah, I
a
agree.
great, actually, we talked about directors making movies for others versus for themselves.
Yeah.
And I saw the TV Globe was one that I felt like
Yeah.
didn't go all the way, and Men didn't go all the way, Civil War didn't go all the way, and this one went pretty far.
Yeah, for
So-
sure.
So that's
that's
points
why
right
I'm
there.
excited about Megalopolis.
Yeah.
I almost don't care if it's bad.
Right.
Right. It's going to be interesting either way.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
exciting just to know that this guy, this legendary filmmaker, is spending millions of his own money without any guarantee of a distributor
Totally.
to make the movie he just wanted to make.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and I see that in Yorgos.
Yeah.
We see that in Denis also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it pays off. I think it pays off.
Yeah, for real.
Also, with Yorgos especially, I think we see this with Denis too. You can tell you have a cast who's dedicated to their director.
100%.
Dude,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
That-
mean, like,
I'm glad you bring that up.
Emma is 100% signed on.
Yeah, oh yeah.
on Team
I mean,
Yorgos.
she literally did porn in this movie
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah.
Yep.
And was happy to do it because she believes in Yorgos
And produced it.
movies. That's right. She was a producer
Oh.
on the film.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Just honestly, all of Hollywood just needs more of that.
Agreed.
I
Yeah.
just want more filmmakers who are doing the thing they fucking want to do and
Yeah.
not what is trending with audiences.
Or what the
Absolutely.
studio thinks will make the most money.
Yeah, or how do we make another random entry into an IP that is already overloaded and
Yeah.
clogged with entries?
Mufasa.
Yeah, fucking Mufasa movie. What the hell?
I'll watch it when it's
Oh
on
my
Disney
Wait,
God.
there's a
Plus, but-
Mufasa movie?
There's
It's
a
coming
Mufasa
out.
movie.
Oh, Jesus.
It's the Lion King before the Lion. It's how the king before the Lion King became the Lion King.
And it's
story
it's
we all
live
wanna
action,
And it's live action?
meaning
Wait,
more
is this,
animation.
Is this,
It's live action, which means it's all CGI.
90%
Yeah.
CG.
is this still directed by, what's his name?
John Favreau.
Doctor?
Yeah.
Oh, Favreau?
Yeah,
Probably.
Favreau.
I don't know. I don't know for sure, but
Wow.
it's the same
Probably not.
vibe.
Yeah.
Oh, they probably got like a discount John Favreau.
Just
Discount John.
Well, they've already probably made all the rigging, for the characters. and
That's
stuff. It's
funny.
probably way cheaper
That's
to make a
funny.
sequel.
yeah.
Anyway, but that's the point.
That
It's
is-
like
yeah.
give us please less of that, more of kinds of kindness.
Yeah.
Is I
Nosferatu.
think- Yeah,
Yeah.
Nosferatu.
Yeah. That's
And
what
I saw the TV Glow, even though it
that,
was not,
I know we kind of
it was a base hit.
super kind to it,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like, thank you for bringing your heart and soul to the
Yeah, sure.
to the
Yeah,
movie.
I'd watch it again.
It was a
even.
vision.
It
Yeah,
was,
that's
yeah.
right.
It
That's what I mean.
was.
Yeah.
It was an artistic vision. I didn't particularly love it, but I'm really glad it exists.
Yeah.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
Totally.
And Yorgos he's a brave filmmaker.
Yeah, dude.
Like
Brave.
he is not
Oh,
afraid
he
to,
does. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
he
crazy.
makes the audience think about some crazy shit.
I can't believe.
Some of the shit he's done in
Yeah,
his
no,
movies.
like Dogtooth. I can't believe is a movie.
I still haven't seen it. I need to see that.
Dogtooth is. I mean, like I don't want to hype it up, but it's still
Hype.
It's the greatest
Hype
film
me.
ever
No,
made.
it's just
Fuck
it's,
yeah.
it's really disturbing, and it's just weird that a movie like that was in theaters. That's weird to me.
Oh.
You know.
I don't know anyone like Yorgos
Yeah.
that can. He goes further than anyone in the audience is comfortable with.
Yeah.
Always, right? He's that's just his thing. He will make you uncomfortable. He will break conventions. He will disturb you, and you will laugh.
And you'll laugh.
every time.
Yeah.
That's what's so weird about it. And no one will walk out of the room saying this was a comedy.
Yeah.
But you will say, I laughed out loud, and I didn't laugh out loud in the last comedy I saw.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
it's weird. It's very different. It's unique.
That's interesting.
And that's
Kinda
what'll
like-
keep bringing me back to Yorgos movies.
yeah.
I think, and Ari Aster. I think they're,
Same.
Yeah.
Oh
same.
yeah,
they're-
for real.
I
Yeah.
think of Boaz Afraid again. That's
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
the most grow back in my brain movie ever. Just because I
Same.
initially was like, wow, that's a weird out of nowhere. Totally love it.
Never
but
left
also
your head though.
Never left my head.
Same.
And I
Totally.
come back to it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
We've
yeah.
we've talked about before many movies we've covered on the Talkies, we left the initial screening being like, oh, that was kind of a cool movie. And by the time we get to the round table and start talking about it, we're like, it actually wasn't that good.
It was actually just
and
Pocahontas.
it sort of falls
Yeah.
apart, you know, as we start to analyze it. And we're like, actually, it's shit. That movie sucked. Kinds of Kindness and Beau is Afraid
Yep.
are both movies where I walked away going like, oh, God, I don't really know how I totally feel.
I'll think about that.
But every day
randomly.
that went by, I liked it more and more and more.
Totally.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it
Yeah.
just sticks with you.
It does.
There's movies that like my friends will ask, "Hey, have you covered this on your podcast?" And I'm just like, I don't remember. Did we? But
because it's so lame.
yeah, but Beau's Afraid, everything from Ari Aster, everything from Yorgos, I remember
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some movies are unforgettable.
There's a little
Yeah.
bit of trust there too with the filmmaker, kind of like you're saying. Like I trust that even if I go to an uncomfortable spot, that there's a reason for it, and I will be kind of guided through the process.
That's an interesting thing.
I don't trust that with many other
Yeah.
filmmakers.
Well, when you think about like interpersonal relationships, when you think about like how many people do you have in your life where you will trust them to take you beyond places that you're willing to go on your own,
Comfortable.
because
yeah.
Right.
because you know them and you trust them. You're like, you know, if this one person showed up on my door and said, I have a body in my car and don't ask any questions. I need you to help me
That's
bury
a
it
Yorgos movie.
tonight.
Yeah,
Right.
it is.
Right?
And I'd see it.
Right? But we do have those relationships happen from time to time. We do have those people in our lives.
Yeah, sure.
And when you could make that happen as a filmmaker,
Right.
that's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's true. Like filmmaking,
Because
storytelling,
there's also
art.
a professional level to it.
There
right?
is.
It's a professional relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That in some way kind of reinforces the idea that there is a relationship between the filmmaker and the audience when making a film, because the audience's perspective, it's like the evidence of us feeling that's evidence that he was thinking, even though it's a film for him, he's thinking of the audience as he makes his stuff.
That's how I want to say that I make movies.
That's exactly.
Right.
That's kind of the ideal,
Yeah.
I think. And
Yeah.
it in
That
some
is,
ways
yeah.
flies kind of parallel and separate to the auteur idea.
Right.
That it doesn't matter what the audience thinks.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, but you have it in the back of your brain, like it lives there as
Yeah,
like
it's
they're
bullshit.
Right, well, they're a part of the medium, I think, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Exactly. Like you don't make a movie focusing on any one aspect, or at least try not to make a movie, focusing only on the script or only on the sound or whatever.
Yeah.
Just you won't focus just on the audience, but
Yeah.
they're definitely a part of it.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a collaborative thing, including the
it
audience.
goes to the movie theaters for a reason,
It's
Right,
true.
exactly, yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
You say that, but there's a whole lot of movies that go to the movie theaters that don't have that reason.
That are fucking dumb. Yep.
All right. It's that time, folks. It's that time.
What time is it, Kenny?
It's pizza time! Hey, welcome. It's pizza hour, everybody. Important question to our new viewers. If you haven't seen the Talkies before, we rate our movies
With tomatoes.
with
Tomatoes.
pizzas, not
percentage.
tomatoes.
Percentage of tomatoes.
Tomatoes are only an ingredient. They're not an actual real food. You're sitting there fucking eating a tomato on its
What's wrong
own.
with you?
You are a psychopath, all right? Get some real
not an
food.
apple.
Okay, pizza rating. All right, our pizza rating system was invented because we believe that there is no rating system in existence that delivers the nuance of an actual film watching experience. And so we...
A pizza does, though.
Pizza
Pizza
does.
does.
Pizza has so much nuances. I believe it's the only way to truly capture the essence of the film watching experience.
you're right.
This is our cult.
Yes. So if Kinds of Kindness were a pizza, what kind of pizza would it be?
I got an idea.
Does that mean you're going to go, or
Nope.
do you want to
I have an idea.
workshop it a little bit?
Good.
You ready? You
Good.
ready? I'm just gonna
Want me
think.
to wait?
I'm gonna think about it.
Think about
Does
your
anyone
idea.
else want to go first?
No, okay.
Hell no.
So this is a pizza that has who would have thought 3 distinct different flavors
Oh my
on
God.
one big pizza.
It's the
Okay.
original.
And it's so original.
Contrive.
I'm going first, so no one else can do it. So there you go.
Fine.
three different styles, but they all taste very bitter. Very bitter, but you love it. It's incredible.
Oh, good
flavor.
bitter.
Good bitter.
Yeah.
Like a
Like
good dark chocolate, or
Then when
some
they put
some
those
coffee.
weird,
coffee.
The
Yeah,
bottom
they
of
put
the
those
crust is
weird
charred.
plants in your
Ooh.
cocktail.
those weird plants.
Yes.
Yes.
What the fuck
Like
are you
mint,
talking about?
maybe?
Bitters.
Oh, bitter.
Oh,
Right.
bitters.
Is that a plant?
They're called bitters.
Okay.
Oh.
Weird plant, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So this has weird plant on it.
Okay.
But you like it.
Yeah, but you like it. Yeah. So
Basil.
It's basil. It's bitter basil.
Yeah.
Anyway, it tastes amazing. It's probably like just one of the best pizzas you've had. Except it's really bitter, so it's not for everybody. But it's there, and I don't know how to describe the flavors other than there are 3 distinct ones and bitter. Yeah, so there you go.
Cool.
That works.
All right. Do
So
it.
much
fine.
more nuanced
Yeah.
than Rotten Tomatoes.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
That's what we shoot
100%.
for.
That helps. That helps me a lot, actually.
It does, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you know what this movie is.
Yeah, I know what to expect when I watch it again.
Thank you.
Anyone else want to volunteer to go next?
I'll take a swing.
Go for it.
I think this movie is a pizza that I don't know if you thought about this, but it is 3 different pizzas.
Okay.
Wait, what?
I know.
I've never heard of this.
And-
At the same time?
This is
Again,
crazy.
no, at different times.
Okay.
And there is an order. You have to eat the first, and then the second, and then the third,
Okay.
in that order.
All right.
And the flavors, they all have like an aesthetic. Like the first one has a red crust with a little bit of red dye.
It has a red
And the
crust.
second one has
Dyed
a
red.
yellow crust,
Okay.
dyed yellower than like normal bread dough yellow.
Oh, this
Okay.
is weird.
And the last one is blue.
Okay, cool.
And it's like
I'm actually into this.
the taste isn't great, but aesthetically it's very pleasing.
Okay.
And you do kind of, you're carried emotionally as you eat them. And it's a way that kind of reflects the color of the dough. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like a
Wow.
process, and you're like, you're done with that. And you're like, I'm kind of done with red. It's time for yellow.
I see.
And then you experience yellow. And then you experience blue. And blue is, you enjoyed all of them. But blue really is filling. You feel fulfilled by the end of it. And it's not until you finish the end of the blue that you really appreciate all 3 colors. That is my
Wow.
pizza.
That was fucking deep.
That was amazing.
I
it
shed a
was-
tear.
I don't think I would
You
eat
should.
that pizza though.
Oh, that's the other thing. The last one has tears on it.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't take that. Okay.
Yep.
Do you want to go or do you want me to go?
I'll go.
Okay. I'll save mine.
It's real simple,
Okay.
real
simple.
ezy.
Let me guess.
What's that for you?
3 individual different.
Oh wow, hey, that's good.
No. This is a deep dish Chicago style pizza.
Okay.
And it's
Wow.
kind of like
Okay.
a combination meat combination pizza.
Meat
Okay.
lovers.
Yeah, so like Italian sausage, Canadian bacon.
Fuck yeah.
Is in there.
Okay.
Ham, if
Okay.
you will.
Yes, ham, aka ham. And maybe there's just bacon as
Oh.
well.
Oh wow,
American-
Yeah,
Canadian,
American bacon?
American
Yeah.
bacon.
Mixed breed.
Yes, U.S. bacon.
Okay.
And the red like the red sauce, the marinara is like really spicy,
Okay.
and it's quite delicious.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah,
All right.
Sounds like you like this
delicious.
movie.
Yeah, I liked it.
There's nothing
Wow.
weird about your
great.
pizza.
Very good.
It's like you could
Yeah.
buy
I
that.
had
It's like
a
a
good
Red Baron.
experience
It's like a
eating
Red-
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. I thoroughly enjoyed eating that pizza.
You know what?
Cool.
You know what? I would say that is the way that you would have rated this movie.
That's so accurate.
Yeah.
Sounds true to
That's
Taylor.
dead accurate.
True to Taylor.
Not a single false word.
I don't
Really.
think you're lying at all. I think you're being real.
Gotcha. It was
Yeah.
actually 3 different pizzas.
Okay, my turn. All right, here's what this is. This is what this is. It's the best barbecue chicken pizza you've
fuck
ever
yeah.
had. You've ever had. Okay, barbecue sauce.
Yep.
Some grilled chicken on there, and
Yep.
the nice stretchy mozzarella.
Yep.
You know, might be like a garlic olive oil sort of dripped on top.
All
Red
right.
onions.
Maybe a bit of red onions and maybe some basil.
Yep.
Delish.
Blue onions.
Fucking delish.
Blue?
No, keep your blue shit out of here. This
Yellow
is a real
onions.
pizza that exists in like the real
Step
world.
off my red, yellow, and blue,
All right.
Taylor.
So that's what this movie is that pizza, and you eat it and it's so fucking good. But
oh.
little did you know,
Oh.
that a little bit of the venom of the Brazilian tree frog was put on this pizza, okay?
Okay.
Now that shit makes you fucking sick. You get a temperature of like 109.
Oh,
and you start
Gotta
vomiting
go to the
and
hospital.
sweating, and you experience ego death. Okay,
like
This is a
psychedelic.
mushroom
some
trip.
fucking shamans have come out. They're pouring cold ice water on you to keep you from dying. Okay, until it passes, right? And I know you're thinking, Kenny, that sounds bad, right? That sounds bad.
Sounds like
but
mushrooms.
when it's over, your whole system has been cleansed. You're an empty, pure vessel.
You're transcendent.
At which point you turn around and there in front of you is sitting another barbecue chicken pizza.
Fuck yeah!
And you get to eat it again. And it is better because of the suffering.
God damn.
Wow.
God damn.
Just like Jesus.
Yes, Maddie. I'm so glad you said that.
had
This
to
is a
bring it back.
message from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
And LaCroix.
Visit Mormon.org if you'd like to know more. This has been the Talkies from Karman Lion Studios.
Oh, man.
Thank you for watching. We are on all the places you can listen to podcasts.
That's
And
right.
please,
YouTube and YouTube and YouTube, I
Yep.
think. Yeah.
Spotify, motherfuckers.
and don't
look at me.
forget,
No,
we have
we're not on that
Patreon.
anymore.
And I'm
Oh,
not
shit.
kidding. Pretty soon, we're going to actually start giving shit to people on Patreon. So
Oh, yeah.
if you
Oh,
want to
yeah,
get
that's
in
right,
on
yeah.
the ground level, start giving us money on Patreon today.
We're gonna build a whole system where if you recruit other Patreons underneath us, you can then be making money and profiting off of this too. So be sure to get in at the ground level.
That's a really good deal.
Yeah.
Can I get a car?
You want to quit your job? You want to? You want to be your own
end
man?
this.
You want to be your own boss?
Hey, so get checked out.
All right, see you later. Fade to black.
Fade to black.
Bye.